Throughout its history, Notre Dame athletics has inspired men and women onward to victory in the game of life, often despite tremendous odds against them. These journeys have manifested themselves in a variety of physical, mental, and spiritual forms, but one element binds them together: persistence fueled by the spirit of Notre Dame. We will fight in every game, strong of heart and true to her name. Over the past 35 years, the Notre Dame women's basketball program has seen a transformation from a small club sport to a championship-winning team in 2001, led by current coach Muffet McGraw. You won't find Patricia McAdams on any stat line, but what you will find is a unanimous vote for biggest fan and supporter of women's basketball from every player since 1992.
You know, anytime you have a successful program, it takes so many people behind the scenes to really make it work. And she is somebody that really gets the volunteer group going. She's so incredibly organized. She's got a great vision for how she sees things happening. She gets people at the right spots. She's in charge of a number of people, probably about 50 to 100 people are under her supervision. And being a former nun, I think she's very good at organizing things and getting people to toe the line. You don't mess around when Patricia tells you to do something.
Right here. See, they have a hard time keeping up.
Patricia's a great supporter of women and women's athletics, and so she has always been she's always been great about finding ways to support either of those things, and I think the two just have come together nicely.
So we will be distributing these around.
Patricia is the heart and soul of Notre Dame women's basketball. I mean, she's at the core of everything that is a Notre Dame women's basketball fan. She's a part of the family. She runs everything that is involved in the game day atmosphere. I mean, I can't tell you how much she means to Notre Dame women's basketball.
I started attending the women's basketball because Muffet is from the Philadelphia area, and because I had been involved at Immaculata, where I taught many of the girls on those national championship teams. So I started coming here to the games, and there were maybe 50 people. A group of us got together and formed eventually what we called the Fast Break Club. And in doing that, we promoted the games. We talked to people coming in the door, trying to convince them that you ought to get a season ticket.
I've had so many people from different schools call me and say, you know, how do you draw 8,500 fans? How do your fans run everything for you? How do you do that? And you can't replicate that. I mean, you have Patricia McAdams, who is at the heart and soul of that. You know, if you can you replicate her across the country, that would, I think, increase women's basketball attendance. She is just so amazing, and for her to be there every single game, getting the crowd going, you know, organizing her, you can't ask for more than that.
On January 28, 2008, the women's team had an away game against West Virginia University.
Well, it was a noon game in West Virginia. We lost the game. Not good.
We all knew she had gone down for the game, and it was a very regular occurrence that she would be traveling anywhere that the team was in the vicinity.
Well, it was a very bad weather, and we had gotten back from a game and got a phone call that Patricia was in a really bad car accident.
What I know about the accident is what others have told me. I saw another accident. It was beginning to get icy. And I pulled over against the guardrail to call 911, and for some reason I got out of my car. And another car came along and decided to move into the left lane, except that there was a car already in the left lane, and when she realized it, she overcorrected and then just totally destroyed my car. If I had been in my car, I would not have made it. They tell me I was thrown headfirst over the guardrail. My right leg was ripped off right there. The left leg was crushed, but fortunately there were no injuries to internal organs, and they tell me that that's why I was saved.
One of our Notre Dame security police came in and said that the only reason that she knew that they knew that she was from Notre Dame is because she kept saying Notre Dame, Notre Dame, Notre Dame, and they called the school and were able to identify her as, Patricia McAdams, which was just incredible.
They didn't know a lot of the details, so we got in the car and we drove out to find her in the hospital, and she was not in good shape. Mentally, she wasn't quite aware. I think a little bit of in and out of consciousness of who was there.
It was bad. We didn't know. We really didn't know if she was going to make it. I remember seeing her, and I remember holding her hand on the bed, and Coach McGraw was on one side and I was on the other, and we were just saying, stay strong, and we would continually go up to see her, but you just had no idea what was going to happen.
We just wanted to be there for her because she had done so much for us. It was like a member of our family was in the hospital, and the number of people that were there just speaks so highly of Patricia and Notre Dame and the kind of caring family place that it is. But everybody just wanted to be there to try to do something to help her.
The hardest thing for people was there was nothing to do. You just had to wait and wait to see, one, would she survive, and then what would be the long-term impact, and then once they moved her back to the area at the hospitals here, then we all got involved, and that was really amazing to watch, just how fast she progressed and how quickly she moved from one stage to the next, and her attitude through it was remarkable.
The support was unbelievable. They told me that they had a special mass in the Basilica and that the place was packed.
I think people really come together in times of tragedy and adversity, and it reveals your true character, and I think what you see here is a family of people that care about each other.
There's a presence here, and I feel that it's community in its truest sense. It's community of faith, and not just you have to be Catholic, but it's community of all faiths, and it's community of service, it's friendship, it's grace.
Just a place where people really, really genuinely care for each other and try to help each other, and they're always unselfish and willing to do whatever it takes. They make sacrifices for each other, and she is somebody that everybody at the university came together for. We were able to get our team together, and we talked about putting life in perspective. This is how, winning and losing, really, it's not that important. It's a game. What's important is how you fight, how you face adversity, how you handle things through adversity. We used her in that way to talk to the team about, look at how adversity struck Patricia, and look what she's been able to do. Look how she's coming back and what she's doing. And how can that help us in our struggle to find ourselves and our team?
You would think, how can this person who's had this incredible injury look at life and always look for the positive? So when you're with someone like that all the time, it really helps put your life in perspective as far as how I approach a challenge and how I approach just something unexpected.
Most people would have been just so pessimistic and so sorry for themselves in that situation. I can't walk, I'm in a wheelchair, I've lost so many things, and she never, ever complained at all. And I think that was great for everybody else to see how she's handling this. And I'm going to complain because we're turning the ball over and not making free throws. And so I think it helps you to put perspective in your life no matter where you are.
I don't even know if you wait here.
It seems like nothing phases her, and she has that strong faith, that belief in God and in herself. She knew that she was called here for a higher purpose. It wasn't about her, it was about somebody else. What could she do for other people? That's all she ever thinks about, is everybody but herself. So for her to come back and have that drive and determination, the kind of things we want to teach these young women, these are skills that we're trying to learn, and here she is showing us how to do it.
We do this to make it successful for the team and the coaches, to help them out as much as possible. You don't do things to get rewarded. You do things because they need to be done and you want to be helpful. If you have the talent and the ability to help others, you need to do it. That they come before your own comfort. And I think that the family atmosphere that they talk about here at Notre Dame really and truly does exist. That the people on this campus go out of their way to help others. I'm very blessed with the friends that I have, the people that I work with. So I just consider myself very fortunate, in a good situation.
I think she is the poster girl for Strong of Heart and what that means, and just everything she's been through, how she's come back through it and shining through it, and just never slowed her down. She's still working, she's still the most important person with the computers over in the Dome. She's the most important person for us over here. I mean, she touches so many lives and has helped so many people that she's just a saint.